Hi, this is Daniel Hutchins, and today we're going to be talking about another Star Wars article. So today's for Star Wars article, we're going to be talking about the Clone Wars. Okay, so why the Clone Wars removed the joke about Padme? Now keep in mind this is an old article from last winter, not the winter of 2021, but the winter of 2020. Now, this is very, very interesting information, so I really wanted to share it with you guys if you guys are alright with it. So anyway, enough of that, let's just get on with the article then. Yep, so last night's episode, now keep in mind this is old, Star Wars The Clone Wars brought the second part of the Bad Batch story arcs from pre-visualization animation to the complete versions. But fans who watched the unfinished versions first quickly realized something of a humorous scene in which Anakin finds out that the Bad Batch has planted Padme on their ship, which was omitted from the final product, but now we know why. For those not in this loop, the Clone Wars episode called The Distant Echo originally featured a short scene involving Anakin noticing the nose art of the Bad Batch's transport, the Havoc Marauder. Much like soldiers from World War II, in our world, the Bad Batch drew beautiful women on the sides of their shuttles as reminders of what they're fighting for back home, which just happens to be the Republic Senator Padme Amidala. Okay, so then Anakin Skywalker, being secretly married to Padme, took objection of this, and in particular, Wreckers joke about how she could negotiate with him at any time. The scene was not finalized until much later though, but you can check out this story reel version as you see below. Now there's actually a deleted scene clip. I'm not going to play it though because it's breaking copyright laws, but I can read you the information. So some have quickly taken this route of scapegoating Disney as a cause of this omission. They're bringing up some prior history of the censorship of some of the old works. However, it should be noted that Disney has been pretty lenient with what Lucasfilms does with their products, such as the Everybody Dies in This One ending of Rogue One, proposed by Gareth Edwards, remaining in the film with no changes. Now we know that the decision to omit this scene was down to supervising directors like Dave Filoni, who co-created The Clone Wars and co-wrote the scene in the first place. While talking to some audiences at early screenings of these first two episodes from The Clone Wars Season 7, Filoni noted that he felt that due to Padme's limited presence in this season, it just didn't seem as right to include this scene. Now, Rachel Williams, who attended the earlier screening, relayed from this information below. So there's this tweet that she did on Twitter that says, "At the screening last week, Dave was very vocal about how Padme was unfortunately not in much of this season. So having this be one of the few ways she was depicted was not something they wanted to do for her." Again, this has 88 loves and 3 comments. Well, that probably has changed now, given the fact this was back from 2020, but okay. So the released version of The Distant Echo instead replaced the scene with a conversation between Anakin and Padme, with both whom being concerned with one another and wanting to see each other again. So Obi-Wan amusingly attempts to try to eavesdrop, with Rex attempting to stop them, but in a scene also showing that Padme is in the early stages of her pregnancy, which was a nice touch that would help date for the episodes a few months out of the events of Revenge of the Sith. While this original score is great, it's a shame that it wasn't completely finished. The new sequence adds more depths to the story and with worth additions in its own right. Now, you could get the first 6 seasons of Star Wars The Clone Wars, which are available on Blu-ray and DVD, and can be viewed for Disney+. But new episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 aired on Fridays, released exclusively through Disney+. So if you guys actually have a Disney Plus and you like The Clone Wars, you go back and rewatch that again, and maybe you might actually pick up some of that details that I just talked about. So again, I just wanted to share this information because it seemed pretty interesting. So again, if you guys like this content, please hit a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay. I completely understand. Sometimes when I read outdated articles, I choose them because they're interesting. But then again, you guys, make sure you leave some comments down below. And again, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.